Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Politically Correct Ghana lesson 329, and today is the 16th of October 2025. Happy mid-month, my paddy, or happy mid-month, buddy. In Ghana, we say happy mid-month, Charlie. Charlie. Okay. Today's discussion is quite topical in Ghana. It's about the U.S. deportations to Ghana. Some others have criticized it. They've run it down. They say it's negative, it's not appropriate, it's illegal. And some even say it's immoral. And I said, no, take your time. Before a government takes a foreign policy decision as that, it would have asked its research team to go into the legalities, to go into all the various sectors. They do a lot of analysis, foreign policy analysis, before they take that decision, before the president goes ahead to take the decision and the foreign minister to sign any agreement or contract thereafter. So then there must have been some pluses. So the negative commentaries that have been run around, let's slow down. The ECOWAS bit is sorted out in the sense that any ECOWAS person or any citizen within the ECOWAS region, we call ECOZone, can move to any other country within the ECOZone. One, without a visa. That's Article 2. Then 2, Article 2. So A, without a visa, visa free. Then B, you look at right to residence. Yes, every ECOWAS member has a right to residence within the ECOWAS zone. So Nigerian can move to Ghana and then stay in Ghana. And a Ghanaian can move to Sierra Leone and stay in there. Okay, so then we have to look at these issues carefully. So that is the other bit. But the non-ECOWAS ones, Ghana is not the only country. Ghana is not the only country receiving the U.S. deportees. We have Eswatini. We have South Sudan. We have Uganda. And then we have Rwanda. Besides Ghana. So there's nothing actually wrong. So legally, Ghana can accept its ECOWAS member countries, and then we can decide Ghana is a holding. It's a holding country. It is not a hosting country. Ghana is a holding country. It's not necessarily a hosting country. Okay, so the deportees from the USA can come into Ghana and then move on to any other country of their wish or stay in. All right, let's take it one after the other carefully. You know what? The foreign minister should accept non-ECOWAS members into Ghana. The reason being very simple. It's a holding country. If they come in for a defined period of time, they can then move out. If their law in the US, or they go to court and they get it right, they can go back to the US. They regularize their stay in the US, they can go back to the US. If they decide to regularize their stay or naturalize in Ghana, fine, that's also good. No human being chooses where he or she should be born. We all just came in. So we should start admitting some circumstances, some mitigating circumstances we have to make provision for. And that is paramount. For those who are kicking against these deportees from coming to Ghana should be mindful. Some say they are criminals. Mind you, anyone who is a criminal and knows that he's a criminal and is published as a criminal doesn't repeat that same mistake. Besides, offsprings of criminals are good people, decent people. Offsprings of rich people become poor. Offsprings of poor people become rich. So let's take note of some of these developments in this world and the evolution that we find ourselves in. Mr. Sam Okujetu Abrakwa, the foreign minister, accept the non-ECOWAS members into Ghana. Bring them in. Bring them in. After all, nobody chooses where he or she should be born. We are faced with a circumstance where the U.S. immigration is treating some other people as subhumans, which is not right. They are more treating them, so let's accept them and let's give human dignity to every human being. Bring them in. After all, we want all our Africans back onto the continent of Africa. The non-Africans, we can have them in and blended. And human beings, we are going brown. The name is Kwame Afaglo. Thank you.